Welcome to the A3R that's going to cover the last 2 weeks. Now, I've been getting a lot of crap because I didn't do my ArcheAge action report last week. Now, I apologize, but it's tough when the holidays fall on a Monday. And my wife's home and scheduling with the baby and blah, 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 blah. Well, toddler, I guess she's not a baby anymore. But all those fun things, whatever, not your issue. I didn't get my A3R out. I apologize to all of you who look forward to the A3R. I appreciate it. I certainly, definitely do appreciate it. It does make me feel good when I am getting criticized for not doing something that I really enjoy doing. So here we are. This is the A3R for the last 2 weeks, and today is the 1st of June, which means we're approaching the midway point in the year. And wow, we've got a ton of stuff to cover over because we're getting ready next week in about 9 days, 1 week from tomorrow. We believe, be getting 1.7b. And I hope the video is not as jumpy as it seems to be. I don't know, something seems to be off there a little bit. But here's where we're going to go. Let's go ahead and jump into this stuff because we've got a lot of stuff coming up with 1.7b. And I'm going to try to not take this thing to like 20 minutes long because then most of you guys will get bored and tired and fall asleep and won't listen to it anymore. Let's go in. First thing we need to do, big major news with the Alliance this week. Catalyst has left the Alliance. They basically believe they can do everything on themselves, that the Alliance that was being very restrictive, and guilds like Insomnia, who they specifically called out, Insomnia, never do anything. Catalyst can kiss my ass because we are at just about everything. We're never in their raid because they're a bunch of solo individuals who like to do their own thing, and then they've got the mouth of the forum and the mouth of the writers and the forum trolls and the faction trolls and basically it's Catalyst seems to me to be a group of tweens who like to grief other people and who have leaders with no spines because they give in to it. So instead of being pro-East like we all talked about, he's like, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, we're going to lose our best PvPers if I don't do it, and my little tween PvPers are going to go away. So I'll probably piss people off, but, oh well, that's just the way it is. So Catalyst is going to revert back to the way that they were in the beginning. They're going back to their roots, and they've already been doing it over the weekend. People have been calling out, Catalyst is purpling on people, so expect that we're going to fight them soon. We're just going to do it, and that's just, we're still pro-green, we're still pro-East, and we're going to continue to do it, and we're going to fight Catalyst, and they're really not that big or not as much as they used to be anymore. And so, yeah, hope you guys enjoy that castle while you have it. So, let's talk about gear. We got to keep pushing the gear, everyone. Got to keep pushing the gear. Got to get into Serpentis. We did a Serpentis run, had one scheduled the other night. People say they want Serpentis, want Serpentis, want Serpentis. A lot of you who say you wanted Serpentis were on the other night when Sko was ready to do a run, or Tinta was ready to do a run, and 2 people said that they wanted to do it, so we pugged out. And that's what we're going to do. So the people who want to get runs are going to get runs, and you're going to get geared. And guess what? Serpentis gear is equivalent to Ethereum gear. And so, it's a good filler while you work on getting your Obsidian gear up or getting your other gear crafted. So work on that. We also have guild resources available. We're getting armor and weapons into the guild warehouse for you to draw out. And again, if you're saying the points are too high, they're not. It's not really that high. I mean, I farmed in 30 minutes last night 100 mobs in Calmlands to get 100 coin purses and got 5 trees and 4 regrade cookers and sent them into Jex, and I think that's worth almost 250 something points, maybe right around 250 points, and I did that in like 30 minutes. So if you do that every single day and you're sending those trees in and sending in those braziers, you're going to get points. If you volunteer, I know you may not like to do it, volunteer and do the watering stuff or help Sko during the week and do getting heated logs when he's ready to do the braziers. You get points, and that's how you get points. And so when you see things like Ethereum's going to cost 1,800 points, guess what? It really doesn't take a lot of time. It's going to take you much less time to do guild events to get the points up for when we have the Ethereum for you to draw it out than it would do. Well, I should caveat that. If you know how to get money and work the thing by doing coin purses and everything else, there is a way that you can actually. I don't know. There's no reason for anyone to be behind in gear. It doesn't take that long. We got lots of assets and resources in the guild to help you out. So just ask, talk, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be asking people throughout the next week because I want to get a good feel for where everyone's gear level is at. Are you in GHA or Serpentis or Obsidian T 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever, or crafted gear, or where's your weapon and all that other kind of stuff. We're going to work on some Luna gems for Luna Frosts and Luna drops for people who need those and get some instruments out. I apologize. I've got a Cold. All right, big ship news this week. We've got one of our ships is now upgraded and should be cleared. Actually, it is ready and good to go for taking on Delphinod ship. We will be working on a second ship here shortly. I encourage all you galleon owners to continue working on your own ships. I know mine's at heroic level except for sails, and sails are one of the most important things. So you got to get those things going. Get your cannons up to heroic. Divine is the preferred level. That's where you want to get them. We used about 10,000 guild funds this weekend, working with Kurz and Sko and Jex, and we gathered all the materials and saved money where we could. It was about 10,000 gold. I mean, that's what it is. RNG is RNG. But we got 4 divine sails and 6 divine cannons, so not bad. That's about 10 on it. So basically 1,000 gold per divine item, which is better than you're going to get on the auction house. So I think it was money well spent. So good job on that. Keep working on the ships. Keep doing abyssal attack. Practice your ship handling. Understand your ship handling and try not to limit yourself. I know some of you like to go in with all shields, or some of you like to go with guns on one side. Consider, excuse me. Consider what you're going in there to do. If you're going into the abyssal attack, and you really need to have guns on both sides. Even if it means you've only got 4 guns, that's fine. Put 2 and 2. You've got, you severely limit your maneuverability when you put guns on one side because you have to get them over there. Because if I was fighting against you and I saw you had shields on one side, I would always maneuver to try to get you get on your shield side. So, guns both sides. Now, the exception to that being, if you're a command ship and you've got the area res, and you've built up your heavy defense, you've built up your mast, your rudder, your sails, everything. It's all about having a large amount of health and then rezzing everyone. Okay, different story. That's not really an abyssal attack thing. That's more of an at-sea battle group operating thing. Or if you're a ramming ship and you're going straight for speed power and you build your ship that way, that's fine. But we don't really use those too much, and they don't seem to be effective because of the way that the abyssal attack works. So look at that. Also, talking into shipping, I'm going to kind of lead the shipping into some PvP. It's been happening. People have been getting jumped doing packs and moving trade, or doing trade runs, and also, you know what? Let's go back to some basic 101 stuff. If you're going to craft in, you remember the you might be a redneck. Yeah, I'm going to be. I can't think of a term that's not derogatory, so I'm not going to say anything like that. But I'm going to say, think about this. If you're going to craft in a PvP zone that's not in peace, you're going to deserve what you get. Yeah, you got to expect it. If you're going to carry packs through a war zone, you deserve what you get if you're not prepared for it. And then one of my big things is, and this is one of the calls that comes out in the guild that just annoys me to no end. And I know some of you guys like to do larders and you like to do stuff, but I just cringe if you're looking at me because I don't have my camera on here. I cringe on this side of the screen when I hear, "Yeah, I've got about 300 packs I got to get out in the next day or two, or else they're going to expire." How the F did you get 300 packs? Seriously. Guys, supply chain logistics. Let's look at this. You need to have a plan in there. If you've got it worked out so that, Nefera always help you, you always help Nefera, Grammar, Doom, and all those other people, and you've got this great supply chain of 30 people and it's not a big deal, that's cool, do this. But seriously, you cannot expect the guild to react to have to do. We're not a trade guild. We're not a trade pack guild. We support our players, don't get me wrong. But come on. 300 packs in 48 hours or 200 packs and blah, blah, blah. The only exception to that for me is when we're doing the trade runs for Guild of Stars for guild projects. Or somebody's doing, I want to get my galleon this Thursday, blah, 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 and I need to make, 4 trade ship runs, and that's why I did it. Cool, that makes sense. But if you plan it out. Plan it out. Please plan it out. Plan it out. That's all I got to say. Castle Defense is this Sunday. Be prepared to be online and defend. We're going to bid like we usually do. So we've got a set amount that we're going to bid, and if it goes up, it goes up. And we've got our allies still. We didn't, see, you don't have Catalyst, but, oh well. We've got Abaddon. Probably get the Intrepidus guys to come over and help if they wanted to. We've got Revive. We got ourselves. We're sitting there on most of our nights now with about 30 active players online, and probably 10 or more who are kind of on and off, on and off, on and off. So I think we're good for Castle Defense. Now, one of the other big things we need to push for is we want to continue pushing. I think we kind of stepped back from this, but we may be sieging in the future. All right, there are two castles now that are non-alliance castles, and we may be sieging in the future, and that means siege engines. That means everybody, if you don't own a siege engine, it should be one of the goals on your list of goals that you're working towards getting is to get a siege engine. All right, it's not that bad when you get the guild behind you, supporting you, and the players in the guild helping you get the Thunderstrucks or get the other things that you need to do. Okay, so that. The last thing I want to talk about, we talked about gear, ships, PvP, castles, is continue to have fun, continue working together. It's been great. I've enjoyed my time over the last couple of weeks. Even I haven't done an 8-3R. I've had a good time. I've been in the channels. I've been talking and with everyone and seeing what's going on. And we've been doing ships and abyssal attacks and Miss Marrow and all that stuff. We want to have fun. We also need to make our presence known more on the server to see, we are a big part of. You got to think about it. We have 30 active players. We're probably still one of the bigger groups in the alliance or in the eastern side. There aren't many guilds much bigger than 30 active players. So we need to make sure your presence is known. Get to Miss Marrow, get to Halcyona, get to the abyssal attack, Friedrich gold runs. If you don't want to run packs, go defend on the island or do something else. The officers and a couple of key individuals in the guild have the contact information for Revive. We're now sitting in the Alliance channel with good communication. Let's get out there and get stuff done. Let's go kill stuff at night. I know we've all got stuff to do. I farm the library, and that's all about getting gear and getting money. I farm corn parcels. It's all about getting gear and getting money. And I think I've been doing too much of that, so I'm going to step back. I need to get more involved in the PvP. So let's all, as a guild, step forward and the other stuff. Excuse me. I'm sorry about the coughing. So let's get it there and have fun. Taiyang is turning around and is continuing to be a fun server. We've got our fair share of server trolls. We're going to have to deal with those. We know we're going to end up fighting some of the people that we weren't fighting in the past here soon. We expect it. We don't trust them. They're a bunch. Yeah, we'll see. It's coming. We're going to be fighting. So get ready for that. Again, Catalyst is not in the Alliance anymore. So watch your back when you got packs and immediately call out if you need help. And let me look. I think I've got anything else on there. Oh, one last public service announcement, because I haven't mentioned an individual that I usually mention in this, is make sure that when you upgrade your armor, your obsidian armor, and you're working with your chest, that you don't put your entire armor set in your chest and then go out to farm and wonder why you're taking damage or you can't do what you want to do. Yeah, always check to make sure that you take your armor with you. Okay? That's about all I have this week. I hope everyone's having a good time playing ArcheAge. 1.7b is hitting on next. We think it's hitting next Tuesday, which brings in the Leviathan, a bunch of other changes and stuff. We'll have a blast. We'll have fun. Get on the PTS. Enjoy it. Check it out. Yeah, support the guild. Don't rip each other off. We have a thief in the guild. Let's find him and kill him over and over and over again. And if you're the thief, you better quit, because if we catch you, we will basically kill you from now until you quit playing the game. Just letting you know. Personal vendetta, KOS. I don't like thieves stealing from the guild. Everyone have a great week. I will talk to you in TeamSpeak here shortly. Bye.
Time to roll, but the music hit, had the blunt still lit. Who the fuck driving home? So shady. Cause when the molly hit, I got to feel those hips, but my girlfriend keeps calling my phone. But fuck it, I'm not going home. Round by round we go, the Henny's in control. Round by round we go, come let me take control. Got the candles lit, had to change a bit, cause I'm feeling it, cause we own it. But my girl keeps calling my phone, but fuck it, I'm not coming home. And I can't pull away. Deep inside I want to stay. Round by round we go. Round by round we go. And I can't pull away.